obligation. Overflowing with these chords, got no limitations. Try to match my battle spirit, I'm just hitting combinations. Competition ain't in my division, looking like some light work. My drag will put you through the ceiling, I'm about to go berserk. Supernova, let them know I'm always repping that red side. That vibe right, we all right, no chance y'all be all right. No matter if you black, purple, yellow.
And we back with our Valentine's Day special. Happy Love Day, you guys, or, you know, as it's affectionately known, because we are up on the day of Side Chick Saturday. Happy Side Chick Saturday.
Happy Side Chick Saturday.
That's wild.
We're starting strong.
That's
You want to know something really wilder? Me and my wife celebrate Side Chick Saturday every year.
Hey, listen, Side Chick Saturday is a move.
Crowds be less, it's a little less crowded. You know, people still be running some specials though.
Candy go on sale. Like between that Saturday and that Monday, that's that sweet spot. I like to catch it right when the kids go to school because they put all the specials out. But when they come out of school, it's.
I didn't know there was a method to get the cheap candy. I'm gonna put that on the calendar.
I want you to know, when I was a kid, my mom looked me dead ass in my face and said, when you're grown, you can eat and do whatever you want. And now I have ice cream for breakfast. Now, if I want candy at 3 a.m., I have candy at 3 a.m., Monica, because I can.
Wow.
I'm just uncomfortable with how you said it. Something about it just sounds aggressive.
It should be.
I feel like you need to be beaten. And I don't even believe in whooping kids, but you grown, so you need your ass beat.
Oh, now she whooping feet. Listen, if Kendrick can win 5 Grammys for being a hater, I could be the hater of the year. I'm going for the award, all right? When this is all said and done, I want my award and my headstone to say that nigga never stop hating. To the grave. Anyway, we back on a Valentine's Day. Hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day out there. I know I did. Yeah, it's pretty good. I am Maul, your favorite friendly neighborhood menace. I don't even know if I could say friendly too much longer because, like, at this point, I did say some shit before we got on, and it gets wild. But I am joined by a great, lovely, wonderful, oh my God, we haven't seen us all together in so long cast. To my left, that was clearly my other left. We got Mikey, the bad guy, the villain, Mikey Hughes. We got to the right,
Government.
Oh, that's how much I love him. I know it's government.
My own stream. There's a reason. Holy moly.
Hey, listen, I know your whole government, all right? Don't make me throw the whole thing out there.
Sir.
Tell you what, little fun tidbit. I share the name with my dad, and both of us share our name with somebody who's in the state who apparently gets into a lot of trouble. And so there is always like warrants and people like sending mail and stuff where we have to go to a court date or something else. So it's
that's you, my boy.
It's fine.
If you're a dangerous criminal, just say that. It's like, is this why you hide out in the trap house?
No.
Is this where you be disappearing to? Are you out serving community time?
The difference is I wouldn't get caught.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe that. Next up, speaking of somebody who wouldn't get caught, we got the girl who wouldn't get caught eating ice cream, yogurt. We'll come back to it.
Trick cereal.
She hungry, y'all. We starving artists.
I've been craving these things for like weeks. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, T's back, and we missed her.
Sup?
So we have T, and next up, we got Princess Monohoke. She's clearly changed her background, you know, feeling very festive of the day. Like, you know, her husband's gone because it's Side Chick Saturday. Just kidding. We love showing up here.
Yeah, he's somewhere around here being a daddy, like he should be.
Like a real one. Like a nigga that you taking to Japan.
Indeed. We will be there. Oh, I can't wait. Well, up, y'all? I'm happy to be back. I'm gonna be happier to be in Japan. I can't wait.
I can't wait for you to go because I'm gonna send you with a list of like One Piece shit that I want that my other friends just failed to get me.
I'm coming back with a suitcase of shit. Let me know what you want me to put in it.
Listen, this is why we love her here. This is why we love her here. She's always welcome. Other niggas go to Japan and they like, yo, I went to Japan and I got so many pictures to show you. Where are the souvenirs? I told you I'd Cash App you. I'd Venmo you, whatever can get over there. I need you to pay. Anyway, last but never least, we got my boy in the chopper hat. The best J ever.
What up, dog? I'm here. I'm chilling. Happy to be back in the trap. It's been a minute since I really been in here. It's good to see y'all faces.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had this particular team together. Like, it's gonna be great to be at BlerdCon. The goal next year is to get all of us in one place because, obviously that ain't about to go down this year. Not with as many planes going down, because I was about to say, yo, we should all pull up in NOLA at some point and go pull up on Charles, but nah, we didn't have 3 planes go down and
Vroom vroom. We'll get a bus.
yeah, it's looking like anywhere we can bus trip we might not be at, but we are going to be at BlerdCon. Since we're mentioning that we do have 2 panels. Well, we as the Trap House have 2 panels. Someone booked themselves into like 6 different panels for that weekend. So like, if you at BlerdCon, you gonna see her. She gonna be everywhere. She's a mood. She always on the move, and like that's why we love her. She can't ever sit still. But yeah, we will be at our 2 panels. So our first panel will be Anime Court, the case of Jack Skeleton, where we are putting Jack Skeleton on trial. This is a suggestion made by Jay. If y'all have any suggestions of any anime courts, please feel free to let us know in the comments. We hear out all suggestions. If it is a great option and we could find a place to make it work, we're not opposed to putting such and such on trial. Like, if you came up and you were like, yo, SpongeBob's the bad guy, and here's the compelling argument against what SpongeBob did, I'd hear you out.
SpongeBob is a menace. I could see that argument already.
Indeed.
I could see it. SpongeBob destroyed the town a couple times. Like, he's definitely giving away the secret Krabby Patty formula. Like, I watched him kill an inspector with Mr. Krabs. Kill. But, like, you watch SpongeBob do some things. He's neglectful to his pet, whatever. There are ways that we can put somebody on trial. We're going to do it at AwesomeCon to Mario. At our other panel, we're going to discuss being Blerd parents and just what it's like in general, just like parenting a Blerd and raising the next generation. That will be held up by at least 3, maybe 4 parents. Me, Princess Monohoke, and a nice man from Ohio. So, 3 different regions, 3 different states where we raise our kids, because y'all still Midwest together.
That's true.
And T, you want to talk about your panels? You still eating cereal down there? Oh, she's still eating cereal. Cool. So I'm going to stall for more time. I'm going to talk about AwesomeCon. So AwesomeCon, we did just get approved for the panel. We are going to DC. I'm super excited. I get to go meet Steve and Josh and Joe. Jesus, I keep forgetting. He was the second guy. So like all 3 of my siblings will be there. The ones that actually watched Steve go off to college, the one that watched Joe come in, and then now as they babysit, they watch Josh. And y'all know how we feel about Blue's Clues on here, because we spent at least 20 minutes roasting that other guy talking about which one could go. It was him. It was. You might not be familiar with Josh, but if you know anything about Trap House, we usually don't kick out a nigga named Josh here.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Finish bias.
Yeah. See, we region based. Oh, she's ready. Cereal all done.
Yeah. Sorry, I am super fucking hungry. But yeah, so I am going to be on a few panels here. Friday, I have Shonen and Shoujo Showdown at 4:30 at the Jefferson Room at the Hyatt. And I
Ooh.
start with these guys. I drop shit. Husbando Wars at 11 p.m. at the Roosevelt Room. Can't wait for that. And then Roots and Rhythms Black Culture Trivia Sunday at 1 p.m. in the Roosevelt Room. You can find that all on the guidebook if you go ahead and go download it. Yeah, go search. Okay.
I love you. I'm gonna let you know now. I might miss at least 2 of those. The Friday one, I'm probably gonna be lit in Curtis's room because HNIC always throws some sort of kickback, some sort of party, some sort of something. And like he supplies like free premium liquor. And I like free premium liquor.
Shout out to Curtis.
Shout out to Curtis. Like, I can't say enough about having a full fucking table of all the liquors, like 6 bottles of double XL. You got a punch mixed over here, and then you have all the sodas, all the juices, all the everything underneath. This motherfucker was more stocked up than when you go to like a little bar and you like, yo, let me get this. He like, nah, just go ahead and mix that shit yourself. Man, I had been up in his room so many times and then walked out with a full drink. Like I done paid at the bar. It's gonna be great. So Friday I'm probably gonna be drunk, and Sunday, not gonna hold you. We do an annual brunch after the con just because it's been 3-4 days of drinking and debauchery, and like I need food. Like I enjoy brunch. Last time I made Mikey eat a giant meatball and laughed at him. So yeah, no context given.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't want context.
Not after you.
There's
no
literally nothing else I can say other than yeah.
No context given. Like I still owe him a good. Like we got to go out and get real good bennies one day. Like that's what we might do for his birthday. We might hit something and then go get brunch the next day. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll figure that plan out because my boy does turn 30 this year. So like, as a trap house, we might all have to venture out of place and like get on a plane. Hopefully it's safe by then. And come celebrate a real one.
Let me pause you right there. So first, my whole entire government, then my age. You want Social Security next, nigga? Like you want the back of my you want the security little code on the back of my fucking card? Man, look, what else do you want?
I do. Listen, I've been trying to get at that for a minute, and like now he's offering it. Y'all hear this, right? We got this recorded. Jay, make sure you record this on your nice new computer so we can like.
Told me not to record.
My social security is 1,
No,
2, 3,
nigga,
4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
See, next he's gonna tell me his number is 281-330-8004.
Did you say 4?
If you're looking, yeah, it's
How'd you know?
281-330-8004.
Oh, okay.
How did you know? Why did you say it twice? All right. Well, thanks, man.
But yeah, if y'all got any suggestions on where we should take this nigga for his birthday, also drop those in the comment. Cause we getting them fucked up. Anyway, speaking of fucked up.
The utility company. Now I got all this information. I'm good. Continue what you were saying though.
Look, speaking of being fucked up, let's talk about love. And all the complicated situations that it gets you into. We were talking about different kinds of love and like what that means. And like, honestly, I'm not going to hold you. Like, I could see that there being different kinds of love because like, I love my wife differently than I love my children. But I don't think I love anybody as much as Naruto loves Sasuke. Like, he was willing to risk it all for that boy.
It's It's truly a teenage love story. The most
It,
beautiful BL manga I've ever read.
listen, 1,200 episodes just because they were in love,
Look, I love
or
it. He chose you
however many.
to the ends of the earth. He fought God alongside his boyfriend. That is amazing.
Listen, several. He didn't just fight one; he fought at least two, because he fought one with his son and his boyfriend.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
like
Love story.
he still had that old thing back. Like people always love to debate that, and then I tell them, well, Naruto and Sasuke's chakra points, instead of like lining up to face off against each other like every other opposing force would in every other anime or manga, they actually strengthen each other. There was a familial bond, there's familial things, there's an actual inheritance to show, hey, your family is great, my family is great. If we cross these bloodlines, we'd still have a great child together. Because the Uzumaki clan was not to be fucked with. There was a whole war against them, which I always hate when people say that like Naruto had this like great world building and his world building was better than One Piece, because we didn't even know that like the niggas hidden in the clouds existed until the 11th fucking hour. Like we had no idea they were all black. We all rode with the Akatsuki flags. We were like, yo, they the coolest, da 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 da. And then we see black people and we like, where the fuck y'all been hiding these niggas the whole time? But this wasn't about them. This was a love story. So speaking of love, we are going to talk about our main topic of the day. And we are talking about love stories. So I am going to start off from the only place that I'm familiar with, my own shit. All right. Now, the best depiction of love that I could give you is probably a very complicated ass story. And that is exactly what my favorite depiction of a modern day anime is, as far as love goes. If we're talking about things that have heart, if we're talking about mystery, if we're talking about romance, if we're talking about suspension, and you know me, I'm a big shonen fanboy. So like, I really can't like divulge from the fact that somebody needs to be getting their ass whooped almost every 5 seconds for me to like really feel like, yo, I'm interested in this. And that's where Undead Unluck comes in. So you have Fuko, who's Unluck, meets up with Undead, Andy. And along their way, he wants to die and she wants to get rid of the curse that makes her unlucky. And they have to find a way to coexist. And she's essentially like Rogue. Like she can't touch you and he can't die. So with that constant mix, the only way for him to get that biggest stroke of unluck that he's looking for is to make her fall in love with him. And she doesn't know what that looks like. And it's a great romance. It's a great like entry point if you're trying to get like, it reminds me of what shonen's made for. It's made for 15-year-old boys, but like when you're trying to get women interested, when you're trying to say, hey, baby, don't you want to watch this anime with me? That's one of the ones that you could. Like season 1 wrapped up, season 2's coming back. It's a really great manga. The manga just ended. Not gonna say I cried. It wasn't a great ending, but it was okay. It was mid. Yeah. Give me like 2 seconds because apparently my baby's up.
That's great. You wanna Jay, well, hey bud, why don't you take over? What's your let's get some romance in there. What do you like about what's throw one out there so we can come back and then forget where we were.
Well, since I'm getting to go first, I'm gonna talk about my favorite.
Hold up, don't say anything yet.
Somebody was about to steal it.
Wait, don't say anything yet. All right, go ahead.
You know I'm gonna do it.
Why would you do that? You weren't even gonna be here.
You know, some love can come out of jealousy and rivalry. So go ahead. I'm with you on this. Go ahead.
You know what? Fine. Because I feel like you put me up. I put you up on it, so I'm gonna hear about it anyway.
No, go ahead.
And no, I'm gonna go with my other one, which is for me. anything I'm watching has to make me laugh, even the romance. So it may be a little trash. It may be considered a little trashy, one of those classic high school animes, but it's
High School
when
DxD.
supernatural battle becomes commonplace.
I can't. Right here, this one here, right?
Yep, the one that
Explain
says when supernatural battle becomes commonplace. So you know how you always talk with your friends about, oh, if we had superpowers, we do this, we fight all the villains. Some people would fight villains. Some people would be villains. More likely, most of us would be villains.
Keep it about. Name one of us that'd be a hero. Put your hand down.
I could be a hero.
You're more villainous than the nigga who calls himself the villain.
You're gonna be an anti-hero at best.
I'll take that.
But you know, you talk with your friends about it. But what do you do when you get the powers? When you get the super strength and you get the telekinesis and you get the ability to fly and the super speed, and it ain't no war. It ain't no
you rob
villains. You don't need no money. You a kid. All you got is classes. It ain't nothing else going on. So
I don't know.
You just do stupid shit with your powers. You get in the fights with your friends and make up cool backstories about how you have this curse in your right hand.
That sounds fucking adorable.
It is. And my favorite part about this anime was one scene about 6-7 episodes in where I can't remember her name, but she was the main girl. And she was talking to the boy the protagonist, who she has a crush on, but he doesn't really see her as anything more than a friend. He hasn't really peaked there yet. But you know, she has a crush on him. But she doesn't get all the anime shit. She sticks around, and you know, she got powers too, but you know, she don't really care about it. She just want to be a normal high school girl. And she has a scene where she go off like, why are you even doing all this? Why would you want to have a curse in your right hand? Don't that hurt? Why are you always holding your eye? Is something wrong with your eye? Or are you just acting? It's a very adorable, very funny. It's a romance, but it was super enjoyable for me.
It popped up in my top picks, and then I read the blurb from Crunchyroll, and it said harem, and I said, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on this one.
It's not really a harem. It's not a harem like we see and consider harems. There are more girl main characters than boy main characters.
See, I tried to get into reincarnated as a slime, and then it went way beyond like the power scaling where they were like, yo, Rimaru's so strong. I never even made it to like a strength part of this nigga. Like everything was ogre this, and then I was like, you know what? I'm tapping out here. Like between you and these ogres, I'm done here, big dog.
I love slime isekai.
I'm sure you do.
That's my favorite one.
I'm sure it is.
Konosuba is my favorite. Konosuba is my favorite isekai. My favorite isekai.
I only know Konosuba from like pirated manga, and then there's that one scene, the ad that always pops up where he gets like he gets stuck in between the woman, and he's like, of course you get stuck.
And it's not a woman.
How is that from that one?
That's literally all I know Konosuba from. And I only know that's him because it's the same dude from the actual like picture. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
That happens to the main character. That's your hero.
Nah, I watched enough animes with like trash ass main characters, and like I'm good. Cause like somebody told me that Lucy was the main character of Fairy Tail, not Natsu, and that made so much sense to me. And I thought to myself, damn, this bitch is the most side character ass nigga and a main character slot.
It's part of his charm. Super clutch in the moments that he does have.
Sometimes I forget that she's the main character because I literally started Fairy Tale with my kid, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. This was about her journey to join the guild."
Yeah, like when she goes back and she's overarching the story, you forget that like it isn't about Loxus and Gray and Juvia and like Ursa, all these better, interesting main characters. It's about Lucy. And like her entire story gets wrapped up between like her disappearing and her dad dying, and then you move on and you forget that this is a story about you. Nothing really gets mentioned about your mom, nothing about like how you really want the celestial keys. Not even the romance between you and Natsu really gets mentioned. Everything gets pushed back so you can be the side character.
They had a romance. I watched a lot of Fairy Tale before I quit. I didn't realize that they were supposed to.
So, according to the author, Fairy Tale is supposed to end with Natsu and Lucy having a child. But before it could end, they went on a 100-year quest, which is currently airing now. I know, right? Some bullshit.
That's wild. Okay. That's just me.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time reading up on random shit.
Okay.
All right. So who's next with the anime that I have no idea about? Because as y'all sent all of these in, no clue.
No, not all I want now.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go. All right. Well, let's start with. Let's see. We're going to start with the cute one, the one that me and Jay Will were obviously arguing over because it is the most adorable romance anime. I can't understand what my husband is saying. First of all, it is adorable. It's cute. It's funny. It's about two adults. That's the part that really matters. It's about adults. They are going through real life marital issues. It's not anything stupid. It's literally them learning how to understand and communicate with each other. You see these two characters grow in like their marriage and their relationship. And the ending it was a cute little wrap up to the entire series. And it's short. So it's really small, bite-sized episodes, really cute, really adorable. Watch it. I can't say much without ruining the ending. But just watch it. They're
Is it
really
like Spy Family levels of wholesome and cute, or like how?
It might, if you ask me, it's more. It might be more wholesome than Spy Family
because
it's only like 5 minutes. The episodes are only like 5 minutes tops, so you can like breeze through the whole thing in like an hour.
Wow!
And you've looked up and you've watched this marriage happening in real time and.
You're gonna be sad.
Careers and family and people, and it's a good time.
I don't know if I want to like. There are certain animes where I just don't watch it because people tell you, "Yo, you're gonna cry." Like Yuri on Ice, I've never watched because somebody told me I was just gonna cry.
Did anybody say you were gonna cry?
My brother, he told me Your Lie in April and Yuri on Ice were real like tear jerkers, so don't watch them.
Oh, but not this one. You're not gonna cry. It's gonna make you smile. It's literally wholesome. It's not gonna make you cry. You might cry because you're happy for the characters, if that's the type of person that you are.
Yeah,
like
if you're sensitive like that.
Like me, yes. At the end I was crying because it was a beautiful journey. I went on the journey with them. I read the manga first and then I watched the anime. So I was extremely invested. Fucking adorable. All right. So now, now that we've gotten through the cute and the wholesome, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go with this. But let's start with, and I'm gonna need my pictures. Where's my sweat and soap picture? You got.
I don't know which one
that.
It's this one.
It's on the title.
It's the one that looks the most perverted.
I was like, I don't know which one that is.
Would you like to know why? She's gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
Yes.
Be as
like
detailed as possible, because I know about it.
Why'd you sniff when you said that?
Yeah, why did I sniff?
First of all, let me tell you something. The fact that Mikey knows about it tells you the type of person that he is. So let me tell the rest of you heathens.
Pull that on me.
Let me tell the rest of you heathens what it is. So Sweat and Soap is about this lady who perspires profusely. And she's very sensitive about having body odor. So she has like all of these soaps made by this company. And there's this particular soap artisan who just makes the most immaculate soaps. So she starts to work for the company. And she runs into this particular artisan who he sniffs her. And for all intents and purposes, he just loves her smell. He's turned on by her pheromones. It's giving, but it is wholesome. It's giving, because I didn't want to go into what it's giving. There's a child on the screen. It's giving things.
This child can't understand English.
I know he can't. But so this is why I like it. First of all, yes, it is a little kinky. He do be sniffing her. But
a little kinky?
It
bro.
It's not safe for work, but safe to read in front of your family if they don't see the book. So
if they don't see the book, it's wild.
Hilarious.
That's a wild statement. Hey, don't look at this cover, but I'm gonna read this in a dark corner around you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. Anyway,
I feel like that's a whole nother kink.
Okay, but look. So wait, there's a point to this. Number one, it features two adults, two well-established adults. These are not teenagers. Thank God. It's two adults. It is a little bit on the kinky side, and we don't have to do the will they or won't they. No, they getting down. And that's what I like. I don't have time to play these games. I'm a grown-up. It's y'all.
Sometimes I like the little chase. Sometimes I like it not being easy.
There is a chase. Okay, they still have
to engage
some level
She's
of
sweaty. He's soapy.
Oh my God, it gets so good. Just read it, okay? This makes me as happy as Dick Fight Island. I'm not lying.
See, I was about to go there. You said that before, and every time that you said that, it always comes back to DFI.
It does, but I'm just saying that on the scale of enjoyment, it's they run it neck and neck. Okay, read it. It's good. It is wholesome. It does have its wholesome moments. You do get to see this relationship kind of grow, evolve, and go where it goes. There's tension in the relationship, and it's not a harem. It's not a harem. It's not 5 people trying to vibe for one person.
I want you to know, if I wasn't at a con, like in a major con too, like I was at Anime NYC standing in line with people buying like the figurines of shit like this, I would say, where would you expect me to buy this kind of stuff and not be judged? They don't give a fuck when you walk up and buy it. They'd look at you funny if your money don't go through or how your money comes up. But I have never not once seen them people go, and you're over here buying porn, or you buying lewd cosplays. They don't give a fuck. They just happy to be here.
And I don't either. Give me my fucking book because I want to read it.
This is anime niggas be freaks.
I was this close from buying sweaty muscle mommies for Mikey as a see,
brother. What?
You see how they woke him up?
Why didn't you? He would have loved that.
He would have.
He would still love that.
He would. Except I already got his Christmas present. I just need to give it to him.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
Muscle mommy.
It's not sweaty muscle mommies, but I got you next time I see the manga.
Dang.
I feel like I've read it before. So I have a problem with I went to school with some weird niggas. I preface like capital E on the weird, right? Like weird. All they did was, and this is the music class, the guitar, the orchestra. We vibing, right? There's no actual physical sport to be sweating and shit, right? Because it would make sense if people were sweating. We're just playing instruments. Niggas that come by, random.
You had someone up on you like that?
On guy, it don't matter. They don't care. They just smelled you. They don't care. And I was like, man, that's kind of fucking weird. I don't like that. Made it worse was I knew a guy. We not friends no more. He's a piece of shit. You
were friends with a guy who smelled people like this?
Allow me to tell you what he told me in the last 30 days of our friendship. Last 30 days. He has no luck with women because, and it's not even this, but he claimed that his pickup line or something he would use for women was he'd walk up, smell them, try to hug them behind and say, you smell good. Let me get your number. And I've seen it. I've seen him do it. I've had to step in between that. And I realized, this guy's I need to get away from him. That was his 30-day notice.
Wow.
So I can't vibe with the manga.
So you know what? I don't appreciate you bringing your trauma to what is a wholesome manga.
Don't bring your trauma to work here, bro.
It's ruined it.
Mikey cannot enjoy sweat and soap, but it's sexy when he sniffed her. It's not so sexy when a grown-ass man is doing this in real life, okay? Let's... Whoa.
No.
It irks me, man.
I'm glad that you don't hang out with people like this. Because every time we go any place, I always lose my shirt because it be so hot.
Not making this any better for
First of all, can you not? I don't believe in male titties, so I'm really disturbed by what I just
But that's where all my good tattoos are.
I don't care. Put a bra on. Nobody wants to see your fucking boobs.
Hey, listen, I keep it tight up there. All right, they're only an A. Little above an A cup.
I don't care.
How about you take yours off and everybody just be fucking free?
How about
How about we all just run around shirtless because it's hot?
No, I don't want to see your titties jiggling. I don't want to see your titties jiggling. It's just that
then they won't jiggle. I'ma just stand there.
Don't put them
either
out
way. The titties are coming out.
If I see your nipple, I'm angry.
How else are you supposed to know that your name here is tattooed on my chest?
I don't care. I don't want to see your titties.
You know what?
I'm mad that she's so serious about this too, because she definitely
plus that beat into fair, and I agree.
She is gonna be so serious, and I need her to know.
I agree. I want to shake on it.
That you will never show your titties. Thank you.
I'm not gonna take my shirt off, even if I'm out here dying. Sir, please remove your shirt. No, I'm good. That's just
I respect that. Keep them titties covered.
Listen, I respect you, and I want you to know, from me to you, I ain't gonna remember that shit. And my shirt probably gonna come off the second I get hot. It always comes off.
You can't wear pasties. You can't have a level.
No, I can't wear pasties.
First of all, you're a whore.
You think I own pasties? You think I just walk around with nipple pasties on?
Somebody probably owns some pasties in your household.
That's true.
The fuck they don't. Who's walking around with nipple pasties in my household?
I don't know.
There are two adults.
Probably a woman.
Wife.
Let me tell you, she does not own pasties.
Wait, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell. I would prefer you not tell me.
Don't let out the juice. Well, let me tell you a trade secret. There ain't no pasties over here, bro.
Wait a minute. We talk about love, and I don't want to hear that love over there, yonder, where you are. Let's just.
Y'all are hilarious. I've missed you.
All right, you know what? Can I bring up my number 2 now?
Yeah, please. I would love to hear it.
So my second favorite is I'm gonna have to do Nana Takaru. Okay, you must. I'm going to. I don't care if I have to wait all day. They must see it. You must show the people the Nana Takaru. Not that Nana.
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Oh,
not that one either. Do we not?
That's okay.
Well, I'm struggling over here, Mikey.
I
can support me.
I will explain what it is. Wow.
I'll find the picture. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I'll probably pick the best picture for you.
Why do you know exactly what she mentioned and she's talking about every time? I said Undead Unluck, and you sat there silently like,
I don't
never
really
heard of
like.
this shit
I'm not
before in
really
my
a big
life.
fan of Andy. I'm not a big fan of Andy. I've seen it. I'm just not a big fan of Undead Unluck. Now, Nana and Karu, there are some themes that I can get behind.
All right. So let me tell y'all about this beautiful love story, Nana to Kaoru. So this is about childhood sweethearts, right? Who come together and they find a shared love for their particular hobby. And what brings them together and strengthens their bond is this particular hobby. It is by no means.
Can I, before you continue, you want me to get the hobby picture or just the picture? Because like it's really hard to find a legit picture.
It doesn't matter. I did put one in the photo area, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this picture. It's pretty tame.
Okay, so I don't know why he said it's tame. Like this is something that's unwholesome. Let me tell you that what these people do. So this boy is essentially a Boy Scout, and what he does is he ties knots, very beautiful, intricate knots.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Go ahead.
He's a master knot tire, and she really, really enjoys
being tied up.
Yes, she does.
Well, look at that. I'm glad you got it. Nana and Karu. Shout out to Karu, baby. That's my
I'm so upset that this is the picture that you use. But yes, so she also likes to go for walks in the park on a leash and in a trench coat.
Oh, that's his bit.
That's his best friend.
It's his best friend.
Yeah, tomato.
Yes. So anyway, they learn slowly over time that they love each other.
After he walked her like a dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After.
Oh, so many things. Oh, there's water tricks, there's suspension, there's clamps.
I felt so guilty watching that as a kid. Like, I was like, am I supposed to be watching this?
No, you absolutely shouldn't be watching this, you weirdo.
It shouldn't have been out there. And you know what? No.
She's calling us weirdos. You believe that shit?
Well, I don't know. I read it as an adult.
That's because I know your kinks too.
No way.
Don't make me throw one out.
I didn't read it as a kid. I was an adult, and I was like, "Oh, this."
I would cool. Like, I don't know, 14, 15, give or take. Carry the one.
You're like, you freaky, bro.
You need a hug or something.
Real problem with that. Of course.
He made it so unwholesome, but let me tell you that the love does develop.
The love.
Yes, there's love. It's a romance manga anime. Okay. And then there were follow-ups, and they got to follow their dreams. And she became an intellectual through the use of bondage because it made her smarter. Read it, watch it. I can't explain it. I'm giving no further context. Just know that the bondage helped her grow knowledge.
Now listen, I'm not here to judge doubts on people who enjoy bondage. Two things about people who enjoy bondage. One, the man who created the lie detector also made Wonder Woman. So where does this tie back into bondage? He was into BDSM as well as polygamy. And that's why Wonder Woman has to be tied and bound to give up her strength. And that's where that all comes in at. So most people don't understand, well, why does Wonder Woman lose her strength? Why does she have a lasso of truth? Why does this? Because of who her creator was.
Freaky. That's nasty.
Knowing who people are and knowing what their kinks are leads a lot into like knowing what you grow up knowing and like what you learn. And it's like, yo, that's so fucking interesting. I was doing a deep dive on basically WB. Like I was talking to somebody after Ohio and like I want you to know how crazy life is. The friend that we met in Ohio is also someone who worked on X-Men 97. She was one of the animators that worked on X-Men 97, did Space Jam 2. Like we kicked it with a lot of motherfucking people in Ohio. Like sometimes I like randomly be putting out, but like, yo, I got to talk to Ernie Hudson. And people are like, you talked to Ernie Hudson? Yeah, for like a brief second. And then they're like, damn, so what else you do? I talked to Janet Varden. You talked to Janet Varden? Yeah.
That one hit me because I fuck with their podcast and I fuck with Legend of Korra. Niggas always put it down, but I fuck with it heavy.
She talked about the podcast. She talked about everything. Like, we had a real long conversation. I had the second longest conversation with Janet that only after Melanie, the voice of Canary. She's the voice of like so much stuff. Like, you name it, and she's that. And like, she was in so many of the things that I watched. Like, she was probably the closest I came to getting starstruck that weekend. Like, and I talked to Mick Foley too. So, you know, not the name drop, but if you want to see some of these interviews, follow us on our Patreon. We will be dropping exclusive content there, and you can see things like this, like our exclusive interviews, not with a baby not included, but Swerve Strickland, Mick Foley, coming up. We'll be able to do more interviews and more stuff coming. But last but not least, again, we're going to throw it to Jay. What's your final, or what's your one? Did you go?
Yeah.
Is it Mikey? Oh,
I didn't get to do my worst one.
No, you want to? Yeah. What's your worst one?
I'm going to make it very brief. Hare Kun. Okay. It is about legal polygamy. Yes. She essentially gets purchased by a man who already has 2 other wives. He rotates his weekends with his wives, and somehow that blossoms into love and a happy family at the end. After there is cheating, potential babies that don't belong to the original husband, lots of twists and turns. But this is a romance. It's the worst thing that I've ever seen. This is not any expectation of how you should get love. Don't watch it, but also, well, don't read it, but also read it because you should, because it's trashy and it's really good.
Nah. If we talking about the worst examples of how not to do love, there is a worse example of how not to do love. You ready?
No. If it's worse,
you should be. It's called Future Diary. Like, you know, it's a fucking psychopath, but this is the worst depiction of like love in general, because not because of all of this she did, it's because of all that he did. He didn't deserve her to go that far for him. He didn't deserve her to keep coming back through time to fight for him. He was just the only man who ever showed her any kind of love, any kind of appreciation, any kind of like sympathy and joy. And she latched onto that because of how toxic her family life was, because her dad wasn't there, because her mom beat her, because she was locked in a cage, because of all this shit. One guy slightly says, "Oh, I'm going to stand up for you." And that was enough. I was this close from picking Elfin Lied, and it was just because Future Diary had more of a storyline of actual love than it did. But yeah, when you're talking in terms of like love, you know, it's a fucking psychopath. She transversed reality, time, space. She murdered everybody she had to get back to that dick. And if you don't love me as much as you know loved him, you never loved me. Like, be ready to commit crimes against murder, time, and space just to come back to me, baby.
Have you tried therapy? That's fucking wild, bro.
I have. And I still want somebody to love me like you know. Love me like you know, or don't love me at all.
Can I cut in for a second there? Elfin Light would have been fine because I think we had a conversation before we started about a particular like type of love. That could be like, you know, familial love and whatever, you know, like platonic love. Elfin Light is pretty much platonic all the way through.
Fuck that. Now you play.
Nah. that was a little more than platonic because it was just
there was other aside from the psychic hands being thrown and cutting people into tiny meat balls.
They all thought that they were in love. They all did it thinking that they were protecting someone that they love. They all went into this thinking, I have to do this because you are precious to me, because I love you. Like, precious is another way of them saying in Japanese, hey man, I don't know you well enough to say I love you, but you matter to me. because they all say it. It is the exact same thing, and it's almost like the Japanese people are afraid to say "I love you," but they will drop a "You're precious to me" in a heartbeat.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little touchy. So I couldn't tell you.
Listen, I've watched so many animes where they go, "You're so precious to me. I can't have anything happen to you," and then they willing to risk their life for them.
There's a reason why you won't really see many characters actually use or say "I love you," Ashiteru, because that word is a lot stronger meaning than anything else. So that's why I'm saying you throwing in the other loves rather than just which one did you say? The crazy love, I guess, is your example.
Oh, you know I love me a crazy bitch. Listen, you don't really love me unless you're doing some crazy shit for me. All right. I know. I need therapy.
I didn't say it. You said it.
You said it, man.
Look,
you said it.
I have known the type of women that I've chosen. All right. Like, it was very early into the pandemic, and there was a girl that I thought was my ex. I went the opposite way in Target. She went one way, and then she tracked us down. And mind you, I say this was early on in the pandemic because we were all wearing masks. Like, we just had a baby. We try and keep the baby away. The only one that was not masked was Ryan. And she still knew it was me. These are the kind of psychopaths that I deal with. I haven't seen this psychopath in over 3 years at that point. But she knew who I was.
Hilarious.
That's not a good thing.
That's terrible. And yeah, I see why you chose Future Diary. Trauma informed media.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you got to be able to recognize it and be able to point it out what you don't want. So you could be like, I'm on the heel path. And, I'd like to think I'm on the heel path. Except I also really want to be loved like loved him. Because she was willing to risk life, limb, and time and space for him. It's not enough that you can risk your life and limb. Risk time and space for other niggas for me too.
That's crazy. But you know what? Speaking of trauma love, I don't think, Mikey, did you give us your best one? Because I just know. Did you give us your choice?
Of the best, like my best romance? Y'all think I'm just like traumatized and like just suffering at all times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains a little bit. Where is it? I don't think you put mine up here. Is it that, or I can't even see it? I guess it doesn't exist.
Maybe sometimes StreamYard just like doesn't load stuff in, and then it's just like, hey, bro.
So hopefully I can catch it for you. Catch it. My best romance that it does not. There is no picture for that. That is unfortunate. Horimiya. I don't know if you've actually heard of it or seen it.
It's so cute. Nope. I have. It's adorable. I was actually looking at that like, a wholesome choice.
Yes, because what the fuck?
I have no choice. I have no faith in Mikey ever. Like
why not?
I was a shut-in like he was. Like I vibed and resonated with one of the main characters, to where he'd be like straight-laced and like standoffish. I can't find the damn picture. It's pissing me off. Kind of just I can't get the picture. Somebody find it for me, please.
Where do you want it? It's in the chat.
It won't save correctly.
See?
That's why it's not up here.
I'll try to find another one.
Which kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, maybe I found it. Oh. Let's go! I did it. That's all me. It's basically just a regular. I believe they're both 17 before one of them has the 18th birthday. I don't think they're like when they actually get into a relationship, they're not young. So that's high school story. But I resonated with the guy main character because he had a sort of different life outside of school where he could actually be himself rather than being a tortured individual in school. And the girl there, which is kind of same story, she was different than she was outside, but they meet each other outside of school and they're completely different than they are in school. And they learn together like to bring themselves more out, like outward, their feelings. So it's really wholesome.
So it's a story about two introverts.
Not exactly. More or less, one's an introvert and one's a responsible adult. That's pretty much it, actually. That's I don't know how else to describe it because there's not much else but like regular wholesome romance moments.
Yeah, I don't know what a regular adult is because I've been like crazy adult in my whole life. Like, I take my kids to shit like ice cream for breakfast. That's an actual holiday. That's a thing. It's actually cheaper to go get ice cream that day. Like, I don't know if y'all have a place near y'all called Jenny's Ice Cream. It's amazing. Like, it's a Ohio-based chain, and like their ice cream is secondary to like the way that their bowls taste. All right, kid, I'm about to fight you.
You said bowls?
Yeah, like they make like waffle bowls and waffle cones on the spot, and you can like actively smell them walking up. So we used to.
That's cool. I didn't hear bowls.
Wow. Yeah. So me and Brittany used to work near one back when we both worked closer to each other and how we first met. So our first date, we went to one because like it was on the like corner heading into where we worked, and like that was the intersection. So as you made it up that way, you could smell it coming up the street, and it was always like a hot summer night, and you know, you smell fucking fresh ice cream and fresh ice cream cones. You like, nah, I want one of those.
It sounds delicious, but I'm just hungry overall.
Sorry, I always show up talking about ice cream and egg rolls and shit, and you be like, damn, nigga, like, do you just live at the fucking fair? Is this Wilbur and Charlotte's Web?
It do sound like that.
I mean, in the summertime, the fair comes right outside of like my apartment, maybe like a block up the street, if that much. I can walk 5 minutes to the carnival.
You know, that sounds pretty nice and good. I feel like it's been way too nice. So y'all want to hear my worst anime pick for the romance?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You're not. Nobody's ready for this. How y'all feel right now? This is like, how do you guys feel about romance and love and all that good stuff? Like, how do y'all really feel about it?
I mean, you know, love got me here. This is how far love got me.
What about you guys?
Are you upset at that too?
Love is amazing and complex.
It's a beautiful thing, right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It can be. Sometimes you love the wrong person, and they don't love you back. You don't love me?
What you think, Jay? What's going on? Same feeling about it? Beautiful, amazing, good feeling? Yeah?
Yes, but I'm also concerned about it. I'm concerned about this build-up.
There's nothing.
He's been walking us into this, and I need you to know if you aren't concerned, you aren't listening.
Pay attention. Watching.
Have you guys ever heard of Yosuga no Sora?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
This you have?
I've heard. I haven't seen it. I've heard.
All right. This.
Oh my God.
Translated in solitude, where we are least alone. These two individuals here grow over time to experience a range of emotions and finally understand what it's like to love.
Okay. Seeing if the little girl character has a bunny, I'm assuming she's a child.
Are they related? They look related.
They cousin.
Can I get through, guys?
Bro.
That's his sister.
Can I get through? I haven't even said the rest of it. Can I get through?
Please.
Okay. This guy seems to be going through, not understanding exactly what love is, having to go into countless relationships, not really getting the deal what he needs. He's often just more or less neglecting emotionally the girls that he goes out with. And this girl who has no idea what love really means or what shape it should turn into, they find each other and they develop feelings for each other. And well, they find each other in the same room because they're twins.
Wow. And that's where you go with this. This is
why
the worst. Let you pick this?
This is my worst. Hold up now.
Why did you watch this?
This is my worst. Brother, I didn't know what the fuck it was doing at the beginning of anything until it happened. Okay? Because it was fine. Let me tell you something. From episode 1 to 10, everything was fine. This guy was going out with girls trying to figure it all out. He was doing the things he was doing. And this girl with the bunny just chilling in her house, fucking mad at the boy for doing whatever the fuck. Until she realized, oh shit, I love my brother. That's what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I had done nothing. This is my worst anime pick because first off, the story was trash. That's the problem. The characters are trash because they made no fucking sense.
But you stayed.
They're fucking cardboard, fucking everything. And at the end, the boy. Oh my god, I don't even remember. I feel like he got drugged, if I remember correctly. One of them got drugged. I think the girl takes advantage of him, so it's not. That's it.
And you watched it?
Have I watched this before?
You watched it? Yep.
What is it? It didn't sound familiar. Oh my god.
Look at me. Listen.
Shame.
This is why it's on my worst. The storyline is shit. All the characters are shit. There was literally no point in doing any of this.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here as a unit?
This is the worst. This is the worst. The worst. This is the worst. The worst. What do you want me to do?
It is.
I could have said school days. You would have been none the wiser.
I don't know what school days is.
Better.
School days is actually.
It's worse. You read the manga, it's so much worse.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm being nice here. I'm being considerate of your feelings because I love love. I mean, I love to fuck with you guys, but that's besides the point.
That just wasn't very cash money of you, my nigga.
That is the worst anime romance I've heard. I literally.
So all of my options that I threw out there, you could have chosen from. Like Elfen Lied was right up there. No one put that up.
Elfen Lied is fine. There is nothing wrong in Elfen Lied.
There's plenty wrong.
She was a mistreated girl because she had a deformity that wasn't her fault. So her hatred of humanity is based on the kids and the adults.
You're focusing on the wrong love. There was a crueler love between a father and a daughter, like a father figure and a daughter figure. You could have picked My Hero Academia, where Endeavor literally picked her for a court marriage, and they said these don't work. You could have said that's not real love. You could have even argued that, and we would have been able to.
For once, I gotta defend Mikey because it was insidious the way that they slipped it in. So you didn't go into it knowing it. It was just like, hey, surprise! It's a sister fucker, or a brother fucker.
No, she drugged him. He wanted none of this. He literally was like, no, you can't do this. Stop. I love the other girl. It doesn't matter.
That's still gross. Like the fact that someone there's so many mangas that I read that never make it to serialization that like don't get animated thoroughly. Bleach got canceled. The 1,000-Year Blood War has been cooking, and it's been great, but it got canceled. And this sister fucker got an anime,
sister
like a full adaptation.
It's a popular genre. You got what did we talk about earlier? Kiss Sis. You got was it High School DxD also? My sister
Wait a
I mean, like there
I feel like this
are
is going left.
genres dedicated to this.
So
It's out there.
I don't know.
I want you to know, normally, I don't
Not the
kink
kind of
shame and
romance
I don't
supposed to
yuck
be.
somebody's yum, but I'm kink shaming these niggas. Like, I
Yeah,
am
and
kink shaming the people that watch these kinds of, like, sister fucker type animes. Like, what we
research.
doing here?
You wouldn't
Like,
believe how
who's keeping Boku no
popular
Pico in, like,
I don't know about
in
that one.
rotation?
That's wild.
That's nothing sauce, bro. It's actually pretty popular.
I've only ever seen that toothbrush scene from like Watch Mojo and like other anime like clip like YouTube videos where they talk about like the worst kinds of animes and this worst siblings relationship. Like these are the kinds of times that these things pop up and I'd be like, ugh, brother, ew. Like
Aren't you
that's a
glad
show?
you haven't seen it?
No.
You know
Like,
what? I'm gonna be honest. Some of them I have watched because it's literally like watching a train wreck. Like you get to the
It's
end of
morbid-
the episode and your mouth is
curiosity.
open and you're like, what is happening? And it's literally, is it ever gonna make sense? It's not because I'm interested in it. It's literally like, is there going to be some point where the plot starts to make sense? And when it doesn't, you're like, I can't believe I watched that shit. But I needed to know. I needed to know.
that's how I feel about ReZero. And I still haven't gotten to a point where it's making sense. And I'm mad that I let Mikey convince me to watch this shit.
You only watch the
I'm
second
on
episode.
season 2. Have not enjoyed it.
Can I tell you something? So this, right? There had to be a person who thought about this. There had to be a person who helped draw this and was agreeing on this. There had to be a person who
there's an editor to this. Someone said, yup, that's the one.
But you gotta think about it. There had to be a company that was willing to distribute this manga and accepted it. And then there are the people who bought it. So
this is the problem with the internet. Too many people have access or the ability to do things. Everybody doesn't need to be able to do things.
No, not everyone needs the internet. That's like saying everybody needs a podcast because the world needs to hear you. Not everybody needs a podcast.
No, I want you to hear about you still got no Sora. I want you to hear about it. I need you guys to listen and see.
Look.
That's it. That was my last. That was my worst. I don't know any other worst ones that I want to even show or think about.
That's because you don't want to get canceled.
About School Days because I wish I never watched it. That's about it, man.
I want you to know if you have fans, all your fans are automatically shaking their head and mad that they're Mikey fans. Like
I just told you there was a market for that genre in Japan. I'm pretty sure I got plenty of fans.
You are the Sanji and Brooke put together of the Straw Hat crew. Like you can throw a little Frankie in there too.
All the perverts he could name.
It's all of
them. If he had one more, he'd shove it in there.
Yeah. From other animes, you can find out.
Pause again, Granddad.
Whoa!
Weren't you the one talking about feeding meatballs earlier? I'm gonna need you to chill on.
No. I never said I fed him a meatball. I said he had a meatball. Never said I fed that man anything. I said we went to eat.
Forced him to eat it.
That's
right. The meatball was delicious.
Whatever. That's what she said.
She did. She thought the meatball was delicious too.
Anyway.
You name a she that was at the table that didn't think that meatball was delicious, and I call her a liar.
You talk about you giving everybody a taste of your meatball?
First of all, I'm a grown-ass, married-ass man, and you ain't gonna disrespect these women like that. They didn't want my meatball. It was offered. They did not want it. I can't. No, my meatball is not on the menu. I don't need to be divorced after this Valentine's Day special.
Right. So let's stop talking about meatballs, everyone. See, now I'm thinking about the meatball scene in Lady and the Tramp. See, that was a good segue. It's on the subject of love. Anyway, don't judge me for my ADHD brain. Cute scene came to mind.
I mean, you know, I'm currently fighting two cute scenes right now. Like one wants to be on podcasts and the other is being told he cannot be on podcasts.
That's me.
That's him. And he thinks his cute face brings us ratings. So, although this conversation.
Yeah, last time my mommy got a lot of views because I was there.
Oh,
that's very cute. I'm glad that you were able to help mommy boost up her views.
Oh my god! Wait, hold on, Listen.
Now, see, this is the consequence of love. Now,
this is the true end game of love. I see.
This is the true end game of love.
So listening to.
Warms my blackened heart.
Yep. See, I thought I was finished, and then I went to BlerdxCon trying to celebrate my anniversary, and then out comes a baby 23 days before my birthday. So, you know, this is real love.
Sorry.
Now, I fight him every single day because that's what love is. Love is pain.
Love is beautiful. Okay. As we've heard no, we left off on unbeautiful love. It's beautiful sometimes.
So, speaking of beautiful, how did y'all feel about watching Kendrick sweep the Grammys? And like, I'm sure Drake did not love that.
Drake was doing what he was supposed to be doing, being quiet somewhere.
Drake is not being quiet somewhere. Drake released an album with Party Next Door.
Nobody cares.
Which, thank you. But, you know, two Canadian dudes link up on Valentine's Day, and it's real, I want to say cute, but it's not usually the word that comes to mind when it comes to Drake. It's real corny of you because you lost a rap battle and you tried to sue, and the only way back from it was to start making music with another nigga. And then you talking about, I'm going to make another album. I don't know if I'm here for it. Like, I don't know if Drake lost me on that last one. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Drake lost me a long time ago, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's
no, I meant on the last like album. Like not on this last like rap battle. He never had it in the like the Pusha T rap battle.
Album.
Same. Album. Maybe Take Care.
Like watching him lose to Pusha T and then having to admit about his kid showed me that like that Meek Mill victory was a fluke. Like you beat Meek Mill, but you were not the dangerous, I'm gonna take everybody out in the rap game, don't try me kind of nigga.
Bro, it's Meek Mill. How many Meek Mill songs can you name? Let's be honest. One. He beat Meek Mill. What?
But I will say, did he ever really beat Meek Mill? Because the allegations of a ghostwriter only came after Meek Mill and then stayed around. He never beat them allegations. Like, right. But see, that's the point. When you win the rap battle, the shit that the other person said don't matter. You don't remember what they said to Ice Cube, but you remember No Vaseline. You don't remember what he said to Nas, but you remember Ether. Like, I couldn't tell you, and I love Jay-Z. I bumped that Black album every day of like my like 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. But like that was my shit. I brushed my teeth by that. I went to bed by that. I ate my lunch by that. Like everything. Me and like this one fucking CD. But I can't remember what Jay-Z said to Nas after Ether. Can't say what he said before that. But I can tell you that Ether still hit to this fucking day. To this day. I listen to it every once in a while when I need to like hype myself up. That and Shut Down. That Levi mode. That really
Go hard.
I did not expect that British dude to hit that hard.
Look, so not y'all bringing in haterism and war at the end of our lovely love episode.
Listen, if Drake drops an album on Valentine's Day, we talk about Kendrick on the 15th. All right. Like, Kendrick gone, did the Super Bowl, came back, Drake dropped an album, and, you know, obviously one meant more than the other.
That's true.
Oh, no, the baby he's not here for this. He's out. He's had enough.
Okay.
Goodbye, baby.
Wrap up while you have your baby calm for now.
For now is a wild statement. But yeah, it has been a great Valentine's Day special with y'all. I have enjoyed kicking it this Side Chick Saturday with y'all. Unfortunately, T got summoned to other side chick duties because otherwise he disappeared into the ether like Jay-Z. But yeah, this has been the Trap House on Valentine's Day. We hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. We hope that you got all the, I don't know the nice word to say this, but I hope you clapped your cheeks or your cheeks were clapped.
What did you say?
Wow.
Oh my. I hope you brought a lot of air fresheners if that's what you need. Because the place
listen.
Right?
Look,
whatever happens, and I hope it happened between two consenting adults. Is all I can say.
I hope you indulge all five senses. Have fun.
Write that down.
Write that one down. Put that one in a notepad. That's how she got an espresso machine. That right there.
Hey, I love that espresso machine.
We were talking shit one day before the episode, and I'm like, yeah, you know, Brittany got an espresso machine. She got a what? She come back the next week, and she's like, guess who got an espresso machine?
Look, I never even considered the option. I was just a coffee buyer, and I was like, saving money. I had considered it. You were explaining all y'all delicious shit, and I was like, man, fuck that shit. I need it, and I got it.
I mean, I told you, it saves money though, right?
You do.
Like in the long run, buying a can of espresso, making that shit yourself, and then like all the fixings and everything that you want are at your house. Like you could buy the syrup that you want and give yourself extra syrup. You can give yourself as much sugar as you want. You could do all the fancy shit that they can't do because it's your espresso machine.
And you know what got me that espresso machine? Love.
And that's a great way to end this. Like, we appreciate you all. We love you all as our fans, as our guests. Tune in. Let us know what kind of content y'all want. What other Anime Court specials as we get ready for our season 2 of Anime Court. We know y'all miss us. We've been busy. We miss y'all. We miss putting on the best shows that we can. And like, honestly, until we can continuously and consecutively produce it and put it together, we just gonna stay a little bit on hiatus, and we'll be back when we got fresh episodes, fresh everything taped and ready for season 2 of Anime Court. And that's love over there. So again, oh yeah, you want to come do the closeout with me? I have been Maul, your favorite friendly neighborhood menace. You can find me on Blue Sky at BlerdxTrapHouse. You can find me on Instagram, BlerdxTrapHouse. You can find me on what's that new? It's some new Black owned social media. I'm there on BlerdxTrapHouse. If you're looking for me anywhere except Facebook, I am UNAB Network on Facebook, but otherwise, BlerdxTrapHouse. You can always find me there. These are my children made of love.
I'm back from my break.
They are back from their break.
I do not know why Twitter keeps on pulling my hair.
I'm going to throw it over to the next person. Y'all can kindly give your tags and where to find you.
I'm sorry.
I'll go. I'm Jay Will. Most places you catch me, Jay Will the J. Anything gaming, best Jay ever. And I'm here. Y'all be safe. No means no, yes means yes, and make sure y'all cover safe words.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess I'll go next. We'll make Mikey close out. All right. So what's good, y'all? Princess Monohoke. You can't really find me nowhere, baby. You can maybe find me on Twitch. That's about it. I don't know. That's the only place I'm gonna be at. Ooh, and BlerdCon. So I'm gonna see y'all there because I'm gonna be talking about the stress of having kids and trying to make them be the best nerds possible. Mikey.
And Mikey, you can find me anywhere. Fluke the villain anywhere. Pretty much in all the things that Jamal mentioned. Treat your partners right, guys. Do what you got to do to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And get as nasty as possible. Everybody needs some love. That's it.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I think that's it.
Yeah, let's end it on get as nasty as possible. I like that.
Yeah.
Have fun, y'all.
That's the outro. Hit the button.
Press the button. It's not pressing the button. Should I press the button?
So red or white, cause I seen heroes save the dark inside instead of light. I'm awakened and I'm ready for the confrontation. Stacking bodies next to bodies like an obligation.